In this video, we are going to see the efficient use of the SUMIF function using the name ranges that we will create from selection. So we have already seen in the past that if you want to name a particular range, we just select that and we name it from here. But there is a smarter technique for this. First of all, let's copy the data, paste it right here, remove all of these formulas because we are going to apply it using a different method. For that, all the ranges needs to be named so that we don't have to select it manually. We just give the reference of the name. Manually, we know how to do it. We just select the complete range, whether it's a combination of cells or range of cells or the whole column. And after that, we name it from here, like region, hit enter, and we make sure that it's saved properly. But that's an old method. I'll show you another method that's even more smarter. In order to delete this, formulas, name manager, go in here, just delete this range, click close. And let's say that if we have 30 columns, it will take us a lot of time to name all of them individually. So rather just select the complete range, including the headings, and just go to the formulas and click on create from selection. It will ask you create the names from the values in the top row, because top row is for headings. There is nothing in the left column. Uncheck this, click OK. And after that, we see the magic that when we open this name manager, we have all of these saved. So this will save you a lot of time, especially if you have a lot of columns. Now let's apply this. Equals to SUMIFs. Sum range is sales. Criteria range is whatever is the original data of this particular criteria. So criteria is this one. What is the criteria range? That means original data exists in the region. It's automatically named from this option, create from selection. Let's choose this. And as we can see, the data is perfectly applied. Out of this range, criteria is this. Means out of all of these regions, I want to find the sales of each region. Let's do the same for criteria range 2, which is all the products. So range, that means a collection of cells. It's always the original data. Let's write products here. Let's choose this. Out of all of the products, I want to find the sales of games because I am right below this cell. Hit enter, and that is the result generated for one single cell. As you can see here, it gives the same results, but in the previous example, we had to fix all of these ranges. It's not only difficult to identify, but it's difficult to read as well. Instead of this example, if we see this, it's much easier to read. Now we just have to apply the combination of absolute and relative references so that we don't have to apply formula every single time. So if we drag the formula towards right, this east region should always not leave its column. That means the column shouldn't change, but if we drag this towards down, it should automatically find the north sales, south sale, west sales. That means the rows are changing, but the columns are not. So in the E9 reference, we need to fix the column. Whatever you want to fix, we will put a $sign behind that. Same goes for the products. The product should change. That means we drag it towards right, it should automatically apply and find the sports products results. So this means that the columns should change and the row shouldn't. When we drag it towards the bottom, it should not leave its headings. This means the row should be fixed, but the columns should change. I'll just go behind the number and put a $sign here. Now it's fixed and we can simply drag it towards right and double click to send it down. And that's how we extract the results. As you can see, it's exactly the same, but it's much simpler to read it in this way. So not only we have learned how we can apply the SUMIF function using the name ranges, but also we have applied a smart technique of automatically naming all the ranges using create from selection. It's an amazing function. So just try this by yourself and I will see you in the next one.